So my name's Kel and I'm a breakup coach. And I get messages all the time saying, I'm doing no contact, but nothing's working. I'm doing no contact, but what can I do? What else can I do? Well, let me tell you something. For one, no contact is doing something. In fact, no contact is the highest level of self-care that you can do for yourself. So let's have a little look at this. You're with somebody, they break up with you, or you go through a breakup that you really do not want. So I'm assuming you're going to tell that person, look, I really don't want this breakup, but they still want the breakup. They still walk away from you. You might be really super upset, but they're not bothered. They've made their decision and off they go. And you're left picking up the pieces, wondering what the hell you can do. So then you go online, you hear about no contact and you think, oh, that's a good tactic. I'll use that and then they'll come back to me. And that is the worst. Come closer. That is the worst thing that you can do. No, you do not use no contact as a manipulation tactic. In fact, you don't use it as a tactic at all. No contact is for your self-respect. It's to give you space, time to breathe. It's to give you time to heal from your upset, your heartbreak, your hurt. It's to give you clarity. And more importantly, it's to make you feel like you have some form of control. Because when you get dumped, let's be honest, all control is out the window because it's not your choice. Going through a breakup that you do not want is the same as when somebody dies. You go through the same grieving process, except it can also feel worse, simply because when somebody dies, it wasn't their choice. They can't come back. You have a form of acceptance in the fact that that person can't come back. When you go through a breakup, it was their choice. And also they are still there and they could walk back any second. So then it gives you false hope that they are going to come back at some point and you get stuck. You get stuck. And then no contact, what no contact does, it gives you back your control. It unsticks you. Yes, it's hard. It's not for the faint of heart. And there are many people that actually cannot do it, or they do it for the wrong reasons and get all the wrong results. So I'm going to tell you really straightforward. No contact is not to get your ex back. I mean, if your ex is going to miss you, they're going to miss you when they don't hear from you or see you or have anything to do with you. If there's a chance that they're going to miss you, your highest chance of them realising that they've made a mistake is to go no contact. But that is not the reason to do no contact. If you do that with that in your mind, you're going to just think, this isn't working, they're not back, I'm still single, I'm still upset. And then you're never ever going to escape this feeling. It's just, you're not going to escape it. You're going to stay stuck in that feeling. You need to do no contact for yourself. What comes of that, you've got no control over. My mum had a saying, never worry about things that you can do nothing about. And when somebody leaves you, my darling, there's nothing that you can do. You can beg, you can plead, you can send as many letters, flowers, diamonds. You can do whatever you want to do. If that person doesn't want to come back, everybody has free will. You can't force them back. You shouldn't want to manipulate them back. Because let's be honest, who wants to be in a relationship with somebody who simply doesn't want to be with them? It's just absolutely, I can't think of anything worse than to be with somebody who you know deep down doesn't really want to be with you. No. You want to be with someone who adores you, who you adore, who you have an amazing life with, who you are best friends with. Because that, my darling, is what a relationship is. You're a two-man army. You can't be touched. That is what a relationship is. You know, you're loving each other even when maybe one of you isn't that lovable for whatever reason. But that is what a relationship is. Not begging, not pleading, not crying, not being upset. Relationships shouldn't hurt. Relationships shouldn't make you feel bad. Relationships should make you feel amazing. Being part of a team. That's how you should feel in a relationship. So if you're not feeling that way and you get broken up with, then you need to think, hang on a second. No one's treating me like this. And if they don't want to be with me, then you know what? That's their loss. Because, my darling, it is their loss. And if they don't want to be with you, then why would you want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you? No, you think too much of yourself for that. And if you don't, then you need to do the work. You need to do the work so that you think so highly of yourself that nobody will be able to treat you like that ever again. I mean, imagine that. Imagine being in that position. It would be an absolute superpower. And there is the ability within you to do that. But it's not going to happen if you're thinking, oh, no one's going to want me. Nobody's going to love me like my ex did. Well, hang on a second. Did your ex really love you because they walked away, left you in a heap on the floor? You're so upset that you can't eat, you can't sleep? Is that love? Really? No, my darling, that's not love. So maybe you need to look and reevaluate what love is. And the most important thing that you can do is find the love for yourself within yourself. And my darling, if you love yourself, and I don't mean obnoxious, I love myself, I think I'm so amazing. I mean, love yourself, respect yourself, not put up with anybody's nonsense. So if somebody's treating you poorly, you know what? You're repulsed by that person. That person makes you feel sick to your stomach because that's not the kind of person that you want in your life. And my darling, it is not the kind of person that you want in your life. That's the kind of person you need to run away from, not run to, not beg for, not plead for. So no contact. What no contact does is literally give you your self-respect, your self-esteem. Listen, do you think that your ex finds it attractive when you're blowing up their phone even though that they're asking you not to contact them anymore? Do you think that they are finding that attractive? Because I can tell you now they're not. You need your ex to think of you. If you want to get back together, you need your ex to think of you as somebody that they can't mess with. And then if you do get back together, my darling, they're going to think, I can't muck around with this one, because they're not going to have it. They are happy to just walk away because they think so highly of themselves, they're not going to be treated that way. Think of people in your life who won't put up with any of your crap. Do you respect them? I guarantee you do, because you know you can't push them. You know that you can't go past a certain point with them because they're just not going to have it. And that's who you need to be, darling. That's who you need to be. And you can be. It's all within you. I've got a book on Amazon and it's called Silence is Your Superpower. And it's a very small, short book. And I've done it deliberately because when you're going through heartbreak, the last thing you need to be doing is going through loads of lists of rules and rules and rules. So I made it very short, sweet and to the point. And it's on Amazon and it tells you exactly how to do no contact properly, because most people are doing no contact, but they're not really doing no contact because they're still checking their ex's social media, they're still speaking to the ex's neighbour, and that's not no contact. No contact is complete and thorough, and you need to do it properly if you want to get the results that you want. And the results you want, my darling, is to heal, is to have self-respect. They are the results that you want, okay? And when you do it for the right reasons, trust me, my darling, it works 100% of the time, okay? So, no contact. You heard it here first.